Hello guys and welcome to another video here on the channel. In today's video, we're playing Standard and playing what I think is one of the best Standard decks currently. It is Jeskai Oculus. So Jeskai Oculus has a lot of different synergies. It's a very synergistic, I would say, kind of mid-range tempo deck. So one of the main synergies is Helping Hand with opponent Oculus. We have seen that in the past. You just try to discard an opponent Oculus as quick as possible and then reanimate it with Helping Hand. Oculus is basically the best target for Helping Hand that you have, and it just fits into the deck very well. The other idea of the deck is to draw and discard a lot of cards, which already helps you to get an Oculus into the graveyard, and then just profit from having Steamcore Scholar that often gives you card advantage, and Tursa, and Fear of Missing Out, and Winter Night Stories, all these cards that give you card advantage, and also discard cards. You want to use Prof's Eidetic Memory, which is a star card of this deck, which allows you on ETB you draw a card, and then at the beginning of your combat on your turn, you get to put counters on a creature you control equal to the number of cards you've drawn this turn besides the first you draw on each of your turns, so just -1, which is just incredibly powerful if you look at how many redraw effects we have in this deck, and can just lead to extremely explosive and fast starts. Another card that is really loving the theme of discarding a lot of cards is Marauding Mako. It just says whenever you discard one or more cards, put that many counters on this creature. So if you, for example, play Steamcore Scholar with a Mako out on turn 1, play Proft on turn 2 and Steamcore Scholar on turn 3, which is a pretty common line in this deck, you just get a bunch of value, a lot of damage early, can grow something for 2 because you've drawn 2 cards with Steamcore Scholar, and just get a bunch of value. What I love about this deck is that it's not just a synergistic tempo deck, it also has a lot of answers and can form into more of a mid-rangey, more like control-y deck. So you have in the main deck Into the Floodmaw, Spell Pierce, Torso Terror, Glacial Dragon Hunt, and Abrade, as well as Sheltered by Ghosts. I love one-offs, but you're drawing a lot of cards, so there's a good chance that you'll get there, and just a good way to like control out aggro or stabilize against aggro and just get them fast on swingbacks. So that's the nice part about the removal spells in this deck. So another great card I would like to go over is Tursa Lightshare with a lot of synergy in this deck. She as well allows you to discard Oculus or just generally discard bad cards to draw new good cards. And she has a great line of text because whenever she attacks, if there's 7 or more cards in your graveyard, which you can get a lot of the time with this deck, then you get to exile a card at random from your graveyard and play it, which is a great card advantage engine if you go into longer games or just grind your games against mid-range decks. You play this with haste, hit him for 3 instantly, get value from the graveyard, everything you want to have, right? Also, with Oculus, you can control the cards that stay in your graveyard. Let's say you have a lot of cards in your graveyard and you exile like 6 lands with Oculus, or just some useless cards, then attack with Tursa, and you're going to be able to have mostly great cards in your graveyard that you would like to recast. So for the mana base, we have 1 plains, 1 island, 1 mountain. White is the least represented color in this deck, with basically only Helping Hand, and the rest of the deck is Izzet. So the most lands you're playing are Izzet lands, so 1 River Pyre Verge, 3 Shivan Reefs, and 4 Spiral of Canals. You should play 4 Shivan Reefs, but I didn't have a 4th one, didn't want to spend a wild card on it, so I just took a River Pyre Verge. It's the next best thing, it's not as good, so if you have 4 Reefs, then just play 4 Reefs, but I wanted to play it like this. You can also play a Surveil land in blue-red or whatever, it's not that important. Besides, you have 2 other callways, 4 Seachrome Coasts, a Battlefield Forge, and 4 Inspiring Vantages. You could also think about the Azorius Creature land that becomes a 2/3 with flying and makes map tokens, is probably pretty good in grinder matchups. There's some decks running it, there's a lot of decks that don't run it, I don't know about it. It might be pretty good. So we want to be playing best of 3 today, so let's go over sideboard real quick. We have 2 Ghost Vacuum for the graveyard decks, we have 3 Destroy Evils, for let's say Zur or anything with powerful enchantments or big creatures. We have Negate for control matchups, Abrade against the Prowess decks or just generally creature based decks. We have Sheltered by Ghost against aggro. We have this Faintful Stroke against big mana decks, for example, also Zor. We have Normalize against Control. This Faintful Stroke is also good against Control. Filigree Silex, especially against Prowess, because you can just clean off either a lot of tokens, or if you take it up to 2, you can clean off Slick Shots and Corys and whatever. Lauren also good against Cory Steelcutter, but not just that, just against any artifact or enchantment synergies. It's pretty nice, and if you just feel like your cards are more efficient than your opponent's ones, then you can also use it to activate. Winternet Stories against more grinding matchups as well, because it gives you a lot of card advantage and is great in the longer games. And Chandra Spark Hunter and Draw, just to prepare against the hard control or hard midrange decks that are going to take you to a long game. You want to have these Planeswalkers to really just turn the tables on them after board wipe. On an empty board, Chandra Spark Hunter wins the game in a lot of spots. Just making the token, instantly attacking, and then getting all the value is super good. Same for all, just making creatures or instantly drawing cards on enter. Even if they kill it, it's just a positive card and everything trade for you. One more line I'm going to go over in this deck is you kind of are not that vulnerable to Graveyard Hate. You kind of only have these 8 cards that really care about the graveyard. You also have FOMO if you want to count that in, but it's also good without the graveyard strategy just because they draw discard and profits value. So what you can do if you see a graveyard, if you see a matchup with Graveyard Hate in the main deck, or just a lot of answers against graveyard, right? You have Soul Cauldron and Scavenging Ooze in the main deck because it's some kind of graveyard deck. It's the Golgari graveyard deck, for example. I can totally see the line where you just take these out completely, no Oculi and no helping hands, and just go for a way more answers and put some threats from the sideboard and that don't care about the graveyard, and still have a solid deck. It's a little worse without Oculus helping hand, but still very viable, and you can just put in sideboard cards without losing any main deck cards. So that's one thing that I could really tell you. It makes sense in some matchups, not a lot of them, but there is some where you would really like to do that. And yeah, alright, I think that's it for the deck list, and with everything said, we can just jump straight into the games. Alright guys, here we go, first game for today. On the play, that's very nice. This hand, I know this is like, it has a lot of answers, a lot of early game things. I mean, this can get very good and very bad if I just flat out, but I think I'm going to keep it. Especially if I play against aggro, which the odds of that happening aren't that low, then I think this hand's pretty solid. Okay, Dimir, maybe it's Pixie or something. Oh, that's great, he has no hits for that, so he already wasted a card. Already get card advantage here. Even though he had a look at my hand, which is also worth something, but I think that's pretty positive, him just hitting nothing. Now I drew my Proft, which is the first really good card. Pretty necessary in my deck, so that's nice. And now we just have to hope for some solid top decks. Right, I have no way to discard Oculus, but as soon as I do, I have Helping Hand and just get my things going. Also, I have a lot of removal for some crazy cards. I think I would... I don't know. I think I would want to bargain a Torch the Terror if he plays the Enduring Curiosity on the end step. But I'm not sure about that. I think so though. It's a better play. And I guess here I just pass and hold up on my interaction. So yeah, I'll just pass here. Either he kills my Mako, okay, he does nothing. I didn't really expect that. He knows about this, and this. Shield with the Apocalypse. I mean, for this turn I don't care, I'll just flood it. The next turn I'll see if I need to find an answer for it. I mean, I already do have one. It's a little painful spending 2 cards on it. I don't know, I mean, it's just my opinion. Okay, that's a very nice top deck, because it gives me a lot of explosiveness here. Just look. I can play Scholar, discard Oculus, play Helping Hand, Reanimate. Then hope he doesn't have a sweeper for next turn, because if he does, then that would be very bad for me. But we might as well just be able to get our opponents to scoop here. Get our opponent to scoop here if he doesn't have anything, because that's free game winning. If he has the board wipe, game will go on. I don't think I'll lose on the spot because I have a helping hand for Oculus again, and he cannot collect evidence right now. I think it's called collect evidence, exiling the cards from your graveyard. He doesn't have it, which means I can now just trample him down with a Steam Close Scholar, which is great. I mean, I don't know if I want to use my 2 spells on the Shelly here. Yeah, probably I should have, right? It's gonna revolve around that anyways. No, I think I'm gonna keep her around for a turn or something. Will I? And no, she doesn't seem that bad right now. Dealing him more damage than Shoulder is. No killer. I mean, if he had a sweeper, he would have played last turn, I think. At least I would have done it that way. And that's a positive trade. I get to hit him for 6, make a token, and represent lethal next turn. And even if he has a sweeper, I still have Terza to get me some value out. Okay, Oculus under here is very good. I have definitely got lethal now, if he doesn't have a sweeper. Deep Combat's fine, he can take my Terza. Yeah, I think Deep Combat can keep him alive for one more turn, but yeah, won't keep him around for too long, and I just win here. So it's like Dimir control or mid-range, but I think it's more controlling. So I definitely want to bring in Negate and Normalize, because they're just great against kinds of control decks. I think both Planeswalkers seem good here too. What else did I see? Just a lot of removal right now. But I genuinely think that I'll keep all the torches around, because he will be playing Enduring Curiosity if he's playing the classic Dimir midrange and just didn't have any threats. Maybe he's actually playing a control list, but in that case, Torch of Terror is not good, but it's not good in that case. Okay, we can agree on that. This Faithful Stroke against high mana value, I think he'll definitely have some, and I will also play Winter Night Stories, because card advantage is never bad against control decks, and yeah, that's just, I'm not sure, I didn't see it, so I'll take out. What about one Torch, but for that the Abrade and the Dragon Hunt, because they don't kill it. They don't kill the Curiosity, they just deal it damage. The only threat I've seen so far is Sholdred. I like 3 Torch also because of Deep Cavern Bat. It kills Deep Cavern Bat, and Deep Cavern Bat's annoying. I know I don't think Floodmaw is too good here. We're at 62, we need to cut 2 more cards. I wanna leave this the way it is. I think Shells by Ghost is not too good. And I don't know, what else do I want to cut? This is tough. In his control deck, he'll probably bring in some early game creature removal, so I think I can cut a Marco. I want to keep Siren around so that I can bargain the Torch, but like that I think I'm good. I'm gonna keep it like that. I think that's a reasonable sideboard. This hand is, yeah, it's solid. It has Torch plus Siren if you actually gonna play spells. If not, have threats and spells. What am I talking about? And if not, it's still a solid hand. Applies pressure. I think I'll actually start with the Siren here. Passing. I can play land Marco. I think he'll rather destroy the Marco, and then I'll use the map on the Speckless Siren, because Well, that's what I'm gonna do. Let's see if he lets the map trigger resolve. No, he won't. Which is nice because Mako is, at least on paper, it's the better creature. So now I have a Mako around, and yeah, that's just good. I will play a Scholar here, I think. Because Winter Night Stories is good, but it doesn't apply as much pressure. And Tursa is also good, but it's pretty vulnerable to removal. That's beautiful. I drew my Helping Hand. So if he doesn't exile my graveyard now, I can reanimate an Abhorrent Oculus, which is great. Okay, Flood Pit's down on the end step. It's starting to look like classical midrange. Yeah, it's classical midrange. He just didn't have any threats last game. That makes sense, and it's also very good for me because it means he doesn't have board wipes in the deck. At least as far as I'm informed. Well, in that case, I think I can just Helping Hand the Oculus now. It's gonna be really hard for him to get through that. I can also Tursa, ditching both of these because I can recast Winter Night Stories, giving two counters to my Mako, setting me up for a very good next turn. I'm going to keep both of my blockers. I want to kill the Curiosity and blockers if I need to. He does have Tidebinder, which is pretty strong. Okay, it's just a 5/5 plain, but I mean, that's still strong. I have a second Oculus that I can nearly cast. So I'm still happy here. Okay, there's another Flood Pit's Down, which is pretty strong. Can tap down one of my creatures here. Just attacking, okay. Oh, that's tough, but I think I want to keep the positive trade and just block the Drowner. He can have the card, and here I have a Torch the Tower. I don't have anything to sacrifice yet, so let's dig for it with this Winter Night Stories. That's unfortunate, I still didn't find anything. It's not that bad actually, because now I have a creature that outscales his Curiosity, but I don't have an artifact, enchantment, or token. Still, I'll just keep up all my answers. I think I just swing for 2 here, nothing more, and pass, because I don't want him to draw too many cards. I think there was a fair chance for him to just outvalue me in that matter. I could have Torched the Terror to Shauna's Tidebinder, just for the reason of my Oculus having the ability to manifest again, which probably would have been a good play. Is he just going in with everything? No, he's not, just with the creature land. Well, I honestly think I surely want to block that, right? I mean, killing a land of his, losing a creature that I didn't need that badly. Siren's okay. I'll kill the Tidebinder now, I think, because on the next upkeep I'll have an Oculus and I'll have a flying one this turn if I want to. Exactly, we win here. Maybe a little punt that I didn't torch Tishana's Tidebinder before his upkeep, so I could have gotten the extra Manifest Red. But besides, I think this just worked out pretty well. Dimir Midrange, very good deck. And Standard right now, we just took it apart pretty easily. Right, let's go to the next one. I really like this deck because it's not an aggro deck, and it still gets some pretty quick games, and I just don't... Even though I enjoy playing decks that take a long time or control leader, I also really like playing decks like this that can just win fast, just apply pressure real quick and close the game out. This is good if we find an Oculus, it's very good. If we don't, it's still very good. So yeah, I'll keep it. Mana away is a little painful, so if I gotta play against mono red, then that would be unfortunate, but... Okay, it's not mono red, but it could still be some kind of aggro deck, I'm not sure. Oh no, it's probably Jeskai Control, which is not the ideal matchup. Maybe I should have played Proft, I'm not sure. But I want to discard the Steam Coast Scholar and Helping Hand next turn. I think that's my best play. Finding a land and then playing Proft. Okay, no clue. Probably Jeskai Oculus is... No, what is this deck? I've never seen it before. I want to cancel that white mana. Yeah, surely. I want to helping out a Steam Coast Scholar. Because I want to find a land and then I want to play my Proft. Exactly. Okay, so now I can discard Winter Night Stories because I want to keep my removal. Then play Proft's Eidetic Memory. Draw card. Good combats and hit him for 5. Yeah, that is great. That's an amazing start. That was exactly what I was hoping for with the draw, just hitting my lands through the Steam Coast Scholar. Yeah, that is some great card advantage to everything. I have remove a spell if you play something busted. And I honestly don't know what my opponent's doing. Okay, Garden of Nubenalia. Maybe he needs the cause in the graveyard. I don't know this deck. I mean, maybe I'm stupid right now, but I genuinely don't think I've seen it before. Play Glacial Dragon Hunt. Maybe I should have played Marco first, but I kind of even want to discard it just because all the other cards in my hand are pretty important for a late game, and maybe this is going to be a late game. If not, then it's okay. I've got to come back, put a counter on my Steam Coast Scholar. It's probably gonna get torched, yep, exactly. I'll still just go in for maybe 5 or maybe a discarded card from his hand, which would be card advantage for me. So in every case, it's fine with me. And probably not going to be card advantage just because the cards in his hand are probably gonna get back from the graveyard in some way. Else he wouldn't run that many discard outlets. But I mean, he has to have some payoff for the graveyard. Okay, now we have it. It's a monument. Oh, you know, I've actually seen this deck. It's Boros Monument to Endurance, and that deck is fine. It's not bad, actually. No, but now I want to play the Marco and then the Steam Core to be able to get my trigger of the Moronic Marco, put the counters on the Scholar, and just distribute a good amount of damage. That is so good. That is so amazing. I can kill his repeatable discard outlet. That is amazing. I think I can win here. And I have a Braid in my sideboard for the Monument. I still don't... Okay, no, I get it, because it discards your hand. Seems okay. Still costs 5 mana to Unearth for a 1-time 4 damage, but... Okay, no, he has Recommission. Well, no, in that case, I totally get it. It seems to be a good card. Also having Monument to Endurance and everything seems solid. Yeah, I like that. I don't know if it's the best play to drain me here. You know, he's stuck on mana, right? He doesn't have mana. So I don't think it's too good to drain me. I mean, he could just go for all 3 modes, which will probably be what he's going for, but if I were him, I would have already discarded card, making a treasure in the end step. Because he really needed that. I mean, maybe he didn't have the Recommission in hand. In that case, it's okay. But I will torch the Tower of the Guardian now. I think it dies, even though it is indestructible. I don't know, does Torch? Torch doesn't kill indestructible, does it? No, I don't think so, actually. Okay, Tersa. That's very good. That's a very explosive thing. Pretty good play, actually. Genuinely did everything right. Has no more reanimation. He has a reanimation talies, but doesn't have the mana for it. Question is, do I want to have Tersa dead, or do I not care? I think I don't care. Scholar. I'll discard 2 so that I can get my trigger of Marco, making it a 4/4. Move to combat, put 2 counters here. swing in with the whole team and bargain a towards the tower, sacrificing Proft. I don't know. Was there a way to do both to get my FOMO? I could have won here. Could have won the game here if I didn't mess it up a little bit. Why? Because now I have Delirium. I didn't realize that I needed an enchantment in my graveyard for Delirium. Yeah, that's a little unfortunate because now he's going to not die. Just got an Oculus here. All that's pretty good. Now I want to know if towards the tower, I don't think it kills it now. It's still solid. I guess so. Maybe that's important because it's another round monument to endurance. I don't think it was important. Yeah, it's fine. It's not that deep. I mean, I need to kind of try to keep myself alive through the attackers here, and if I do, this turn, I win the game. Because I have enough threats. And Delirium for that, and everything I need. I think I win this game, just because I'm not even in the range of 2 monument triggers, both draining me, which would be the biggest danger here. He's not even going for that, he's going for the card draw, trying to get an Oculus back from the graveyard. All of that's pretty solid, but I think that's my game here. Okay, I'm on 1. Can you finish it? You can't. Oh, he might. Oh, wait, I'm just stupid. He can activate it again to just drain me again. Ugh, oh god. You know, genuinely, I could have won that. Last game I should have not cared about the trigger of Proft and just went for the FOMO extra combat step. I think that would have been just enough to kill him. But I mean, now that I know what I'm playing against, I think the deck's way worse. Now he prepared, he plays a lot of graveyard synergies, so Ghost Vacuum is surely great. Sheltered is also not bad. I would love to have a way to actually get rid of Guardian of Benalia, but I don't think I have one. I have Into Flood Mode, which will definitely stay in the deck, and I have Sheltered by Ghosts, which are both pretty good. Besides, I need to take out 5 cards now. I don't know, it's tough. Bringing in 1 Braid, I think I can take out 1 Glacial Dragon Hunt, because most of his creatures are hard to kill or unsatisfying to kill with that. Besides, I think we can take some slower pieces out, like 1 Scholar and 1 Winter Night Stories, genuinely, because the bodies aren't bad. And I assume he's gonna have some kind of graveyard hate, so I kind of will take out 1 Helping Hand and just go for that kind of sideboard. It seems okay, but I mean the deck's pretty hard to deal with. Just about have to out aggro it. And does everything I wanted to do. We have remove for a monument, spell PS, exile based removal, discard outlet, everything. Just need an Oculus for this hand to be the best. Okay, we got our land, we'll just play the FOMO here. Discarding Helping Hand because we have no targets right now. That is very good. Now we just have a hand that's like flooded with answers, so that's lovely. That's really good. Genuinely. Let me do this. I have Spellpierce backup, which is good. Also now it has ward. I can protect my life total. I can start swinging in, and I can get rid of that Ghost Vacuum that stops a lot of my lines. I could play the Vacuum, but I want to keep up Spellpierce for some bullshit he might be doing. I know, if he has Helping Hand now, that was definitely a misplay, but that is... a little rough because I needed to spend my spell piece here instead of just vacuuming it out of the graveyard, but I can live with it. I think I'll wait, because if he gets another one into the graveyard, it might get tough for me to actually exile the right one with this, so I'll keep up my exile. If he does something relevant, I can still just exile the Oculus and don't care about it, but if he gets to Oculi or something into the graveyard, then Lost Vacuum is surely good. I'll take 2, I don't care. I'll use a Braid on a Monument to Endurance and nothing else. End step, I will exile the Oculus. I don't think he has anything on instant speed that recurs his Oculus. I don't think that card exists. What can he do? He can kill my FOMO. Yeah, I have nothing to do about that. I get to scry. It's fine. What's really good is that I'm pretty close to actually, he can exile his own Oculus from his own graveyard. And that is really annoying. Because again, he prevents me from doing stuff. And I think I want to abrade his Gauss Vacuum. Because maybe I shouldn't have played that land out, I'm not sure. Yep, that's bad. I shouldn't have played the land out. I mean, it's not that terrible just because, keep it up, just because Ghost Vacuum can also get my own creatures. I won't activate it next turn, but 1 turn later I surely will. In 2 turns I will surely activate it, just because it's good. He's done with it. Okay. Exile is FOMO for now, because it's also good as a 1/1. Go to my turn. Definitely be playing that Marco and the land, because I want to activate my Ghost Vacuum next turn. So I play for next turn, I will exile my own Steam Core Scholar and then get some pretty sweet value. He has no discard outlet right now, and even if the last count is a discard outlet, I won't care. Take the Scholar here. That's... You know, I'll actually wait a turn just because this is a very good line. And I kind of want to have the last card in my hand be a land or something so that I can play it out. Benali is very good for me right now because I don't care about it without a monument, and now I will activate my monument. I don't think I waited too long, it's not that important. Yeah, exactly, that's what I was looking for. A land so that my full moon draws a restrictionless card. I don't know how important it was, but maybe it did something. Stacked it the wrong way. Just got a Siren here, trigger my Marco. Stacked it the wrong way, but I don't think I could change it. It was just auto stack. I'm still lethal next turn. Well, that's weird because normally I should be able to stack the triggers. I don't think I've activated auto stack triggers. I just randomly stacked the triggers automatically so that I couldn't interact with the way. I obviously would have chosen FOMO to draw me a restrictionless card first, and then he's going to 1 now. I mean, that was pretty bad actually, that could have mattered. I'll discard a card with Guardian, but I get to kill Lauren, which is fine enough. Okay, let's see if he has the kill or if he dies to Steam Core Scholar. That's totally okay. Is it game prompt? Don't care about that. Yeah, okay, good. Alright, we're stacking up the triggers here. I was worried for a second, but we're good. He put in Loran, Ghost Track. No, maybe Loran's main deck. I don't think so though. I need to be worried about Loran if I want to play Sheltered by Ghost in the future. That is a thing. Besides, I don't think the games are going to be that long, and I don't think I will need my Planeswalkers here. I could think about Silex. No, it's not that good actually. I'll just stay like this. I think it seems kind of okay. I could play Normalize. I generally think, if anything, I would bring in a counterspell against him. But I want to stay like that. Admittedly, it wasn't bad. I think Spell Pierce is fair enough against all the reanimation spells. And the Haymaker itself, this sounds good. Just one drop. His hand doesn't. I'm worried about that. I really am. So I'm pretty sure he will reanimate the next turn. I have nothing against it, yeah. That's probably game winning for him. Maybe he doesn't have a reanimation. Yeah, he doesn't. Okay, great. I was very worried there. I'll already use my FOMO. Discarding a land. That's fine. No, it's not. I will. Okay, great. I just found the second one. I'm still just totally ended if he finds a way to reanimate Oculus. Monument Endurance is fine for now, but I will need to find something to deal with it eventually. But maybe I can just outspeed him. I don't know. If I get lucky. It's looking pretty good for me right now. Also, I can discard this sorcery to get Delirium. I'm pretty positive that if I do this, he's dead. Yep, that's lethal. Whew, holy crap, that was really good. You just have to imagine that. Wow, pretty good. 10-4 kill. But FOMO was just super good. Need to find the FOMO lines. The shot got really big and then it just snowballed out of control. Also pretty clean exact Cs. Lovely. Very good. I mean, that's the two aspects. I can be the control deck that wants to play Oculi, but I can also just kill you in one turn with the Proft next to combat stabs. That's a very good interaction. That's really good. That's amazing. Alright guys, here we go. Let's play another game. I'm playing against the Serbinator. That's a cool name. Another play, that's nice. That's pretty terrible. Let's move that. This is way better. We'll keep this. Just putting away the island, I guess. That hand seems pretty good actually. I like those sleeves. Pretty cool. Fancy effect. It's a damnation, I think. Okay. Opponent, are you gonna keep her mulligan? It's not that deep. Okay, perfect. So I'll keep this, I'll put away on the island and just start playing here. Pay opponent. Hope he's not an aggro here because my hand's pretty vulnerable against that deck in particular. If we draw a Prophetic Memory off the top, that would be probably the best one we have. FOMO would also be good. He's aggro. He's Prowess, but I count that as aggro. FOMO's a great top deck. That's actually amazing. That makes me kind of able to maybe outspeed him. Because I'm on the play and I got all the advantages and I got Steam Close Call next turn. I could actually be able to outspeed him. I'm not blocking shit. Okay, whoa. Slow start from opponent here. I have a helping hand getting myself a Steam Core Scholar and holding 2 mana for Spell Pierce. No, it wasn't a mistake to keep the mana up, because that's exactly the reason I did it. Well, now let's discard 2 cards like this. Put 2 on Marine Marco. I cannot currently. That's annoying. At least I get to kill the Swifty. Ah, man. That would have really snowballed out of control. But I do get a double attacking FOMO, which is lots of damage. Next turn for sure, this turn too. Oh, this is really good. Okay, opponent has a Core Steel into a second spell. No, not even a second. Oh wow. I'm actually starting to think that we'll win this round. FOMO's gonna map. I could have also chosen Steam Core Scholar. Lethal Dragon Hound's recastable, so yeah, okay, there we go. Let's go. I honestly didn't think with that hand that we could win against aggro that well, but I mean, it was a very bad Prowess draw for him, I have to admit. I mean, not having a second spell for Corey is rough. I mean, really rough. Okay, so we bought in Loran, we bought in Filigree Salix. Has always seemed pretty good against that deck. I don't know why, but just it's not good against regular aggro, but against Prowess it's pretty solid. Sheltered by Ghost seems fine. I think that's it. I don't need more than 4 cards here. The rest's pretty average. So let's pick up some cards that we don't want. I feel like Winter Night Stories is a little slow, honestly. And for I don't know, this Floodmo isn't good because the best thing it does is bounce tokens. All the things he plays are super cheap anyway, so it's not that good. I think we can take out one. It hurts. One Tersa, if anything. And maybe even one Oculus. I think we can take out one Marco. Oculus is better. I think we can take out one Marco. And just, if Marcos die early on against any removal spells, they can snowball, but not on the draw. And on the draw, I'd rather have my good late game cards in the early game. I want to blast everything away he plays. With this Torch, for example. If he gives me the option to play my Marco, which he doesn't. I mean, can't have to, right? Could also go for the Marco plus Sheltered by Ghost play, which would be better if he plays playing Corey now, but if he, not suspend, if he, yeah, like this, he has no threats, and if it's a 1 mana threat, I definitely play it the right way. But if he had a Corey Steel without a second spell, the right play would have been Marco. Oh wow. That's interesting. Opponent just scoops it up. Not even like going through the whole thing, is just scooping it up instantly. Okay. That was quick. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments if you did. Me personally, I really love this deck because I just think it's really versatile and can boon against basically every other deck. It's good against aggro, it's good against midrange, just totally depends how your draws are, how you play, and just I think this deck has a fair chance against everything. It's just great. It's a super cool deck. I mean, midrange worked super well. We had fast kills and just outgrinded them totally, even though their point is to outgrind me. One against Prowess, so that's also pretty cool. And yeah, just generally, what am I gonna say? I mean, the sideboard, absolutely no problems. I had everything I needed for a braid for the monument deck and that stuff. Ghost vacuum for any graveyard decks in that regard also was pretty good. Mana base worked perfectly. I mean, never missed any colors or anything. I mean, if you just have all the dual lands in a 3-color deck that basically only requires 2 colors, which is Izzet, then you're basically always chilling on your colors, and there's no problem in that regard as well. And yeah, so I think if you want to see more standard content in the next time, I mean, I haven't recorded a standard video in a longer time, been more active in like timeless and historic, but if you actually like this, then just let me know if you want to see more standard. I still have a couple of decks that I haven't covered in the meta yet, so yeah, I think that's everything. And with all that said, I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.